How to create a training outline. Irrespective of how good you think you are, you need to ensure that your training is well organized and thoroughly planned. This is the ultimate key to success. Here's where a training outline comes in. In this video, we will go through how you can create a killer training outline that does everything you need to do. The process of creating a training outline is an incremental one and can be divided into 6 steps. Step 1, the basics. This step helps you to know who your audience is. This step is important because it impacts the other steps that will be used in creating your training outline. By knowing your audience, you will be able to tailor your training outline to suit them. Also, you need to know the broad topic that will be covered in your training. For instance, the broad topic that will be covered in your training might be a leadership training, while your audience may be mid-level managers that are preparing for upper-level management and leadership positions. Step 2. Define the objectives of your training. In this step, you'll shed light on what you need your audience to know or the action you want them to take after the training. Your objectives need to be SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. If we're to consider the leadership training example that we used in Step 1, examples of some learning objectives may include define leadership, differentiate between management and leadership, explain the different examples of good leaders in terms of their qualities. Step 3, purpose and opening. This step will enable you to spell out the purpose of the training. The purpose must be engaging. For instance, for the leadership training example, we can emphasize how important it is for the company's future that we develop leaders internally. Some evidence can also be provided to back up the purpose to get the participants thinking about leadership concepts right from the start. Step 4, clarify the key topics, related concepts, and timing. In this step, you need to specify the topics that you will cover to achieve each learning objective. You also need to include relevant concepts that will help your audience to understand the training. Also, you need to estimate the amount of time that will be required to complete each topic. Step 5, presentation techniques and materials. This step is all about deciding how your training will be presented as well as the materials needed. The content can be delivered in a self-paced e-learning course with downloadable PDFs or supplemental content. For example, the leadership training, you can use PowerPoint slides that include additional definitions for further reading. Step 6, evaluation, assessment, and reflection. Here, you'll give the participants the opportunity to give you feedback about their experience of the training. This step will help you to assess what your participants achieved from the training. Assessing what the participants learned should be easy if you use the SMART framework to create the learning objectives. You can use quizzes, assignments, and tests to achieve this. The outcome will help you to make the necessary improvements in future trainings. So, as you go through the 6 steps discussed in this video, you need to jot down your ideas, revise them, and put them together to create more effective, well-organized trainings with contents that your participants need to learn.